All right, boom, we lit. What's good? All call outs mandatory.
Man.
I'm here with my my co-host, Flat,
What's up?
Introduce everybody, you know what I mean?
Yo, man, this your boy, Flat, David Sparks, know what I'm saying? Got my man on the line, Denis Douglin, a.k.a. Mama's boy.
Nah, I mean, a.k.a. the Black Mexican. You feel me? A.k.a.
Black Mexican.
The Black Mexican, a.k.a. Aquaman. I'm out here, bro. You already know.
Yo, when I think the Black Mexican, right, I guess they saying basically that you just like to get hit. But every time I think of a Mexican fighter outside of Canelo, it be niggas beating the shit out of themselves for 12 rounds, bro.
Like when I think of when I think of Mexican fighters, I think of I'm talking about the top Mexican fighters. They coming forward, they non-stop. You're not stopping.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like there's no quick. They might not have the most skill when you think about it, but they not stopping. They'll beat you up. You should beat you down. You feel me? Like, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like don't get me wrong. Like, I got the skill, but I like fighting, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
I like standing. I want to rock with niggas. I'm trying to get out of that a little bit. Like my mom don't want to do too much. You can hit
Hold
you
on, let me ask you that, bro, because that's something good you just said before we get into you introducing yourself and all that. Yo, why do you rather go to war versus being a slick boxer? Cause I know you could do both. I see you do both.
Yeah. I mean, it really comes down to, which is stupid. Like I said, I'm trying to get out of it, but it just comes. I like fighting, bro. Like I like, you feel me? Like I like enforcing my will on somebody. I like making somebody break. You feel me? Like I don't want to be pretty. I want to be ugly. I want to be in your face. You feel me? Like I tell them all the time. Like I don't even want to knock you out to the face, bro. I want to knock somebody else to the body because like if I hit you in your, if I punch you in your face and you get knocked out, you're unconscious. You can't do nothing. But if I beat you to the body, I'm making you quit. You feel me? Like I'm making you take a knee. Like that's what I want to do. Like maybe I'm crazy, but I just like I want you to quit. You feel me? Like
that's real, son.
Man, listen, man. Boxing is such a crazy sport, right? Like I was thinking about it. I interviewed Richard Steele, right, about a month ago, and we was talking about like CTE and shit like that. And you say you like to bang, you like to really get in there. And I had brung it up, and I had said like 4 boxers this year, or last year actually, had died from injuries in the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, and like to me, when I hear that shit, bro, that's the only sport that this shit is like normal, and it gets swept under the rug. Because I thought at first it was like 1 or 2 people, and like when you're a boxer, right?
Yeah.
How doesn't that actually play into what you're doing, especially the fact that you like to get in there? And you like to bang. That's why, like what he said with the boxing, like Floyd don't want to get hit. He don't want to be that. It's obvious. That don't play a part in when you go fight. Especially your mom's is in your corner, which is crazy.
Well, first off, before I even get into that, I'm gonna say rest in peace to Patrick Day, man. That's my guy. He's one of the fighters that passed in the ring. I mean, and that was my guy. But I mean, I'm sure, like I said, I'm trying to be smarter. Now that I have my daughter, like I'm thinking different. So I'm chilling with the whole banging thing, but. When we get it, you gotta understand this first and foremost. To be a boxer, you're already crazy. Like, think about the fact that you get in the ring, and my goal is to knock you unconscious. Like, I'm gonna celebrate if you're unconscious. Like, that thought process is crazy in itself. So we're all crazy. You feel me? Like, we're all crazy. And then, like, I don't know. It just depends on like the type of person you are. Like me personally, like I want to show you that. My goal is to make somebody feel like you can't do nothing to me. So I'm talking about your punching power, your speed, you can't do nothing. Nothing you do is affecting me. Like that's why if you ever, I mean, you're not really familiar with me in it like that, but flat, no, like I'm in the ring, I'm always talking, I'm always laughing because for me, like I'm having fun. You feel me? Like the whole getting hit, everything is just fun to me. So I'm crazy, bro. Like I don't know, like I'm trying to get out of that. I spent a lot of time with Floyd too. Floyd said the same thing, like. Be defensive first, you know what I mean? Like, and that's never how I've been. I've been offensive first. Like, I want to hit you. Like, I'll let a nigga hit me so I can hit you. Like, that's not the smartest way to do it, especially for longevity. So I'm trying to get out of that, but it's just something that's been in me. I think it also comes with the fact that I'm trained by my moms. If y'all don't know if y'all watching, my name is Mommas Boy. I'm the only active professional boxer that's trained by his mom. And I feel like that is another thing. Like I feel like I had to prove I was tougher than niggas because my mother was in my corner. So like I come to a fight when I was younger. I go to fights. People see me and my mom. They start laughing. You feel me? Like so. Like it's personal now. You feel me? Like so. Like I'm gonna let you know, like, yeah, I'm a mama's boy, but I'm beating your ass. You know, like, and I feel like that's how it developed. It developed in me because every time I stepped up, I feel like I had to prove myself. It wasn't just fighting for me. Like, it wasn't just boxing for me. I'm scared. I had to, you laughing, I'm gonna beat your face in. Like, that's kind of how I grew up with it. You feel me?
That shit is, you know what's crazy about that? Like, that's such a dynamic relationship. The mother-son relationship has always been like dynamic, right? And like throughout history or whatever, most mothers never want to see their son get hurt. And she's your trainer. Like, your mother's on another level. You gotta I need to understand, like, how's that relationship? Because, like, again, mothers want to protect you, and you like to bang. And, like, is it ever a time when you're in the corner and she's just like, you know, because she's your mom, chill, don't do this. Like how is that dynamic? Because to me, it's bugged out. I've never seen something.
Yeah, I mean, it is like so. The negative is, like you said, she's super panicky because it's your mom. So your best interest, your health is her priority. She don't care about no titles or that. She care about you being healthy. You her baby boy. So that's such like. But at the same time, we have such a great dynamic. She understand me, bro. Like, she gets me better than anybody else. So, like, me going back to the corner, for me, it's like I get to go home between rounds. Like I'm having a bad day. I get to go sit down and talk to my mother before I go back in the ring. So, like, it's a dope feeling. And then she really knows, like, my passion. Like, I put this on Instagram the other day. I was like, what's more of a motivator? Is it passion or hunger? Feel me? Like, if you hungry for it, like, will you go harder, or if you passionate for it? I've always been passionate, you feel me? Like, not really hungry. Like, my parents always did good, you feel me? Like, we was always good money. But I just love this shit. And she knows how much I love it. So she sees it how I see it. There's not a lot of fathers when they train their sons, they trying to live through their kids. Like, oh, I couldn't be a champion. I'm gonna make you a champion. Feel me? As opposed with her, she love it because I love it. You feel me? If I ever told her I want to stop, she'll be disappointed because I'm giving up on my dreams, but she wouldn't be disappointed because I'm giving up on her dreams. A lot of these niggas feel like you feel me? Like, they sons, I'll make you a champion. You can show the world like they got something to prove. My mom's is different. Like, she doing it out of straight love for me, so I can now. Like, I like the stuff that she tells me, I know it's for my best interest 100%. It's not for anybody. Hold on, baby, hold on. So I don't know, like, our dynamic is dope. You feel me? Like, I'm on the phone, baby.
That's crazy because my pops used to train me and shit. Know what I'm saying? My pops still helped train me, but my pops used to train me, and he never really wanted me to box. Like, he always knew how dangerous it was because my pops from like the 70s era. You know what I'm saying? Most of the guys back then, right? Most of the guys back then that box, they got punch drunk. You know what I'm saying? They can't speak right to this day. You know what I mean? A lot of them got, you know, that head trauma and all that. So he didn't want me to box, but he knew how passionate I was about it. And it's crazy because he got me into boxing. He the one that got me into it and then didn't want me to turn pro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
it's scary, bro. Like,
he seen the passion that I had, so I understand what you're saying with your mom.
Yeah, it's the passion, bro. Listen, my girl is Tommy Hearn's niece. So you feel me? Like, she's been around him, and you know he like, he's a little older. He's been through some wars, so she always tells me all the time. She's like, "Yo, stop playing so much. Move your head, like, box more, because you feel me? Like, trying to protect myself." So I get it. Like, I definitely gotta chill, but with everything as far as me trying to be so crazy with it. But Mom Dukes just know, like, it's my love. So her eyes, she like, fuck it, let's go get these niggas. You feel me? Like, she already know, like, I'm gonna do it. So she like, fuck it, you gonna ride, I'm gonna ride. Let's get it. That's it. So my mom's is the GOAT, bro. She's
so
GOAT.
Your girl is Hitman Hearn's niece.
Yeah,
Arguably had the greatest fight of all time with Hearns and Hagler. Phenomenal.
That's a fact.
I mean, his
fact.
Jerry curl was absolutely horrendous. But
she don't like talking about that fight. I'd be like, listen, bro, because Hagler one of my favorite fighters. I'd be like, listen.
But let's touch on that what you just said about the injuries and what Flat just brought up. I was watching an interview with what's this dude's name? Let me get my mic. I'm wilding. I was watching an interview with the referee. The guy's always smiling. Wilkes.
Steve Wilkes.
Steve Wilkes, right?
Yeah.
And
shout out to Steve, man. One of the best refs.
Yeah, that's my guy. He ref my second fight.
Yeah, he's super dope. So I was watching it with Steve, right? And he said that basically fighters get injured or fighters die because the trainers don't report what happens in the gym during sparring to the refs, and they'll risk it even if they got a concussion because they don't want to lose that bag. Because most boxers aren't caked up like that. And when he said that, it kind of blew my mind. Like I was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up if you really, really think about it. You know what I mean? And
but that's real though, bro. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me tell you a story. I was actually getting ready for like a not a world title, but like one of them gold belt, whatever. It was in Australia against this kid. I forgot his name, Jesse something.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready for the fight, whatever. And I was sparring. Some dude hit me with a left hook or some hook. I don't know what hand it was, but my eardrum pop. I couldn't hear nothing on my left ear. You feel me? But I kept sparring, finished around, whatever. So I'm like, after I got the ring, and I did really well. But after I got the ring, I'm telling my mom, I was like, I can't really hear on my left ear. So she took me to the hospital. So I got a perforated eardrum, whatever. And my balance might be a little off, but it's gonna heal in like 3 weeks. So I'm telling her the fight was in 4 weeks. I'm telling her like, I'm good. Like, let's just train through it. I'll ease up with the sparring, but let's train through it. Like, let's get it going. She like, nigga, you bugging. Like, no, the fight's over. Like, you feel me? Like, because again, as much as she's my trainer, she's my mother. So she, you feel me? Like, it's different. I feel like, I don't know every father-son relationship, but I feel like some fathers would be like, you got it? You good? All right, let's get it. But nah, she's not with it. She like, nah, bro, your eardrum pop. What you talking about? You're done. Like, that's it.
And it's kind of crazy because I always wanted my father to be like that. Like, yo, still, go ahead, go. Because I remember one time I was sparring this kid, and he caught me with the thumb of the eye. The thumb to the eye, boom. And my eye instantly swelled up. Crazy. But I still was boxing. They couldn't see because I had the headgear on. But you know when your shit's swollen, it's heavy, you can feel it. Now I'm saying? So I felt it. But I kept boxing. So when the round ended, I went to the corner. My pops looked at my eye. He was like, nah, that's it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I could still box. Because I ain't going to lie, I was embarrassed too. Now I'm saying? Like, it was mad people there. Some caught me with the thumb to my eye, but it looked like he snuffed me. Know what I'm saying? It looked like he decked me and my joint blew up.
Your pops stopped
it.
See, like, your pops a real, he a real
right. Right. He stopped it.
He
Like,
look back at that
nah, that's it.
Like, I'm happy my mom's letting me fight. But at the same time, though, this is what I'm telling people. Like, she crazy too, because when I was 12, bro, I went to the regionals, right? I'm beating this kid up, bro. I broke my finger. I broke my index finger on my left hand. So I wasn't even, so I think I was 11. So I go back to the corner. I'm not built like I'm built now, like how you push through it. I'm back to the corner, like, my hand hurt. She like, I'm like, stop the fight. She like, stop the fight. You winning. What you mean? I'm like, I think my finger broke. She like, nigga, so beat him with just the jab.
Use one hand, right?
Yeah, she like, use one hand. I'm like, what you mean? I can't feel my hand. She like, go. She made me fight. I ended up losing that fight, but I'm just saying, like, she knew it wasn't no terminal pain. You feel me? Like, it wasn't no air. You feel me? Like, she like, nigga, fight through it. I
want to touch on what you guys were talking about right now, like with the Steve Wilkes thing, and like you said, they still wanted you to fight, and your mom stopped from you fighting. But a lot of fighters continue and go into the ring, and Wilkes said that that's the reason these fighters are dying, because they're actually going into the ring with brain injuries. Now, my question is this, and I said this to Richard Steele. I said, what is the boxing commission is doing to protect fighters? Because the NFL, if you get a concussion, you can't play. It just doesn't happen until the doctors check you out. Is there a system set for you boxers to protect you guys? Because most of you guys are going to go with your pride and still fight, and a lot of you guys don't make money like that. Is there a system set where they actually regulate checking you guys before that?
I mean, we do medicals before the fight. After the ring, we do medicals. But I mean, fighters fake it. You know, like I've taken a medical with my arm killing me, and the doctor's like, hold your hammer, and they pushing down, and my joint is on fire, but I'm just like, push down. You know, like, not saying that, but like, so they can only protect you but so much. You know, like, there's been plenty, and I know my injury was something like, I know fighters fought worse. You know, like, with a messed up eardrum. I think I was in camp with Chris Eubanks when he fought James DeGale. I busted Chris Eubanks' eardrum. Like, they were like in the middle of the camp, they're like, yo, stop throwing hooks because you messed up your eardrum. So I think he fought DeGale. Still messed up, but niggas not telling the doctor that. You feel me? Like, like, you feel me? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, 4 deaths in a sport in a year is way too much. One death is a lot, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost as if, like, if you leave it to the trainers, they're not gonna do the right thing, and that's what it seems like. I feel like, who's policing that, bro? Like,
look. Let me say this, Nobes. rest in peace, Patrick Day, like Dennis said, because that was my guy. That was my bro, too. You know what I'm saying? Good dude. You know what I'm saying? But his situation, his coach was the president of USA Boxing Metro, Joe Higgins. When I was an amateur, facts. You know what I'm saying? So from what I heard, I wouldn't want to put no dirt on nobody's name, but what I heard was he had Patrick Day in sparring and the gym sparring too much. Like he was taking and then his prior fights before that,
he put like 3 back-to-back tough joints. Yeah,
right. He was taking punishment and nothing was being done about it. Now I'm saying, like, he wasn't getting no rest, he wasn't getting no breaks. He was going from fight right after fight to camp, right after camp to fight to camp, and it caught up to him. That's what I heard.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, boxing is the only sport that, to me personally, that you guys aren't protected. Like I was talking to Flat the other day. NBA players get drafted into college. They go from college to the NBA and they get big checks, right?
That's a fact. We go broke. We broke. We turn pro. We still broke.
Exactly. Like, and they take every corner to protect these athletes because they're an investment. The majority of you guys, and no offense, don't bring in that type of money. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost as if like it's not worth protecting, and it's fucked up because you guys have the most dangerous sport on the planet. It's head injuries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It all comes down to your team, bro. That's what it comes down to. You feel me? Like, if your team care about you and how you move the right way, like, that's it. You feel me? Like, I remember one time too, going back again, my third pro fight, I won a fight, whatever. My mom's didn't like how I looked. The next day, she was like, "You got spar." So I fought Friday, and she made me spar Danny Jacobs on Saturday. Now, I'm kind of like lumped a little bit. I won the fight fairly easy, but still it's a fight. You feel me? Little lumps. I sparred Danny. Danny bust my ass, and when I got out the ring, she looked at me. She was like, "I'm sorry I made you do that." I'm like, "What you mean?" She's like, I shouldn't have made you spar today. I apologize. And like, I'm like, "Oh, you good?" But the point I'm trying to make is like, that's somebody who really cares about me. You feel me? Like,
it's your mom.
She didn't. You feel me? Exactly. So like, I'm whatever she tell me to do, that's what I'm gonna do. Cause I know she cared. You feel me? And I feel like I know everybody not gonna have their moms in it, obviously, but you gotta have a team around you that's deeper than just a trainer-client type of situation.
Absolutely, and that's why bringing up the Patrick Day situation when Mr. Wilkes was talking about it, it sounded like that's what he was alluding to, that clearly his health wasn't in the best interest.
The priority,
that's scared. That's very scary, bro. And I feel like all boxers should be protected. And it shouldn't be in the hand of the trainers to put them in like that, or because a lot of these guys, that's how they get paid. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much.
Yo, I do you one better, Nobs, right?
Yeah.
When you know about the situation when Danny Jacobs beat the cancer and all that, right?
Yes.
So his last fight was with Dimitri Pirro. I was his sparring partner, right? We was in the Poconos and all that, and I could see his health as the camp went on, because we was there for like probably 2 months or like a month and change. But I could see his health wasn't where it should be. Now I'm saying,
not to mention his grandma just passed too.
His grandma, I was there for all that. That, bro. His grandma's passed the day before the fight. No, 2 days before the fight. I was there. I mean, I was at the hospital and all that, bro. So, but I seen his health wasn't where it should be. And in my mind, because I was young, we was way younger back then, but I'm like, something ain't right, bro. Now I'm saying, like he couldn't sleep. It was something wrong, and nobody knew until after. But think about that. With your health declining, and as fighters, we not never going to say, yo, it's something wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, we got that macho tough thing about us. We ain't never gonna say it's something wrong with us.
Especially black fighters.
Exactly.
Black people have that in them already. But outside of fighting, just black
automatically.
You feel me?
So that's dangerous though, because my point is, if your people that's around you can't see it and step in for you, then you could imagine how much more hurt he could have got knowing he had a cancer in his body. Now I'm saying his body not working right. His mind is already stressed because his grandmother passed away. Now I'm saying, but he still had to fight the biggest fight of his life up to that date.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you just said, if you're a competitor, you don't. A lot of people want to go out on their shield. You have to take it out of the fighter's of choice. Like I said, basketball, NFL. If you get a concussion, you can't go in. They're pulling you out.
There's nothing you can
You out. Like you can't leave it up to a competitor. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And he's like, fuck it, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just keeping it 100. Like, that nigga was out in a heartbeat. Huh? I don't know what this nigga said.
About this too. To get CAT scans, you can hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, you got the Metro PCS service, bro.
All right, look, think about this. To get CAT scans, guys, crazy. Yo, to get CAT scans and MRIs, right? We gotta pay for that. We gotta pay for that, bro. Know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out of here. You serious?
Bro, ain't nobody, we don't got no commission on nobody that's paying for that for us. We gotta do that. So we don't even know
unless you super A-side. Unless you super A-side and you got like Golden Boy behind you, whatever. But the average fighter, they come out their pocket.
The average fighter I'm talking about, bro.
You know what's crazy? Most people don't know this. They don't. Like, I'm good friends with, like, Frank Galarza. That's my man. Flat.
Shout out to Frank. That's my nigga.
Yeah, that's my guy. And I'm just like, dog, how the fuck are you guys actually supposed to be in the top shape of your life or compete? Like, NFL guys, that's all they do. My best friend plays for he plays for the Cowboys now. He shit sleeps football. They pay him for that. Boxing, if you don't work, you don't eat. Like, that's you can't fully focus on training. And it's so fucked up. I think the majority of fans don't even know that you guys don't have no type of nothing.
It's mad shit that fans don't know. Like, that it gets me, like, when I'm going back and forth with fans, I'm like, oh, you lost to this person, you lost to this. Y'all don't understand. Like, let me take you back to the beginning. My Charlo fight. I fought Charlo.
Yeah.
I fought Charlo with 2 weeks notice.
What?
Like, the nigga Charlo knew he was fighting. I didn't know I was fighting. I got 2 weeks notice, but you feel me? You want to fight this fight? This is back in it was like 25,000. Which 25,000 at that time for me was good bread. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take it for 2 weeks. And I didn't know who Charlo was. But you feel me? Like that's what fight fans don't see. They just see you on the fight that night, and they think whoever won is the better fighter. But it's not that, bro. It's so much that goes into preparation. Like, you're not prepared, you can't win. Same thing with Benavidez. I fought Benavidez with 2 or 3 weeks notice. I don't remember. 2 or 3 weeks notice they called me, and I'm like, they're like, yeah, you gonna fight the Benavidez kid? He just beat Philip Benson, and I'm like, yeah, I'll fight him. I didn't know nothing about him either. Like, I mean, I just took the fight. You can't beat it. I personally still think I'm better than Benavidez, and that's my guy. Shout out to Benavidez. I feel like if I have an 8-week camp, we the same weight. Because me and him sparred mad times out there. Like, that was my guy. We sparred. We did hella rounds. We go to war. But in the fight, I ain't have nothing in me. I fought all off heart, bro. Like, I was exhausted. I took the fight in 2 weeks notice. I don't care who you are, how nice you are. You're not winning a fight against a top guy with 2 weeks notice. You feel me? Like, you feel me? So, but boxing people don't know that. So all they saw was Benavidez beat me, so Benavidez is better than you. Charlo beat you, or Charlo's better than you. This person beat you. You bro, all my losses, with the exception of Anthony Durrell, was short notice fights. And Anthony Durrell fight was the first time I got a good amount of time, and I was going to beat that nigga, and he did his bitch shit with his eye or whatever. But
and that's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like boxing is the only sport where it's not a level ground. If you play any other sport, you literally have, everybody has the same thing. You have the same training. You don't got to do other shit. You don't got to go work at fucking Macy's. I forgot who it was. I forgot the kid's name. He's a car salesman. I forgot the Spanish kid from Stockton.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Is it Delorme?
Kilo, yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Kilo.
Imagine if you're gonna fight a top prospect like, I don't know, like a Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to work. Most of the people that he's gonna fight probably got jobs at this point.
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous? Like, I mean, how do you fix that? To me, that's insane. I don't think people understand that shit. Like, most fighters are at a disadvantage.
It's not a sport, bro. It's not a sport. It's a business. It's a business disguised as a sport, bro. Like, they decide who's going to sell the most, who they get the most money out of, whatever. And that's it, bro. Like, once they decided to B-side me, that was it, bro. I haven't gotten a fight, with the exception of Durrell and Von Alexander. I haven't gotten a fight with less than 3 weeks notice for any of my fights, bro. Like, but again, the crowd doesn't see that. So they just see, oh, loss. So they think, oh, he's trash. But they don't understand, like, bro, I don't get no training time. You feel me? Like, so now I'm at the point where, like, I'm just locked in and putting myself in constant training camp, because I know, like, I'm not going to get a fair shot at nobody. So I got to just always be ready. But that's not the way somebody should live. You feel me? Like, I watch, like, I'm in the gym with Caleb. I train in the gym with Caleb Plant. Caleb playing in the gym, shaking out, working light, chilling. You feel me? I'm like, when you fighting again? He like, oh, they gonna let me know. Probably like September, October. But he's chilling. Like he's he's not like pushing himself. I gotta push myself every day because I don't know if they're gonna call me. Like, hey, you want to fight in 2 weeks? You feel me? Like, so I gotta live at the peak. And even then, it's still not the same. You feel me? Like, because he gets the 8-week camp, he gets to bring the right sparring partners in, he gets the right time to lose the weight. You feel me? Like, it's boxing. Boxing really is a fucking lifestyle. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm in this position. I'm gonna still do what I gotta do to be a champion, bro. Because my goal is to be a world champion. So
you just brought up something that was interesting. Making weight, right? You got 2 weeks, so they'll call you. You have to be at weight literally 2 weeks before, or if you're not, you have to starve yourself. Like, how is that?
I just did that.
That makes
26 pounds, bro. 26 pounds in 2 weeks. I lost the last 20 pounds with like 8 days. 8 days, I lost 20 pounds, bro. I was in the joint like a crackhead, bro. Like starving myself in a sauna, Epsom salt baths, all that, bro, to make weight. So then, and then when I get in the ring, I'm a shell of myself. There's no way you can get that back in your system. You feel me? Like, so I'm a shell of myself. So again, it comes down to, Dennis is only, Mommas was only good in the gym. When he's sparring, Mommas will be beating anybody up. When he fighting, you know, like it's because when I'm in the gym, I'm me. When I'm fighting, I have to suck and lose 26 pounds. You feel me? Like, so, but again, this is stuff that fans don't know. You feel me?
Another thing, and this is to your point. Do you feel like it's almost set up for the people they actually want to see win? Because it's almost, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's weird. Like if I sign, I mean, like for instance, Chris Colbert signed to was Al Heyman. He's one of the main guys there. He's gonna get way better treatment than another guy. Do you feel like it's like I was telling Flat? I was like, I feel like Shakur Stevenson and this dude should fight. I just think they're the top dudes at this age. And I don't
Shakur and Bia?
Yeah, I want to see them fight eventually within the next 2 years. And I said I don't want to see what happened with Shane Mosley and Floyd Mayweather, where they ended up fighting later on. It's almost like they protect these fighters because they're so invested in them, and then the ones that they don't really give a fuck about, don't worry about them. They're just gonna.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a fact.
How do you fix that? And you saying you agree with that? That's insane to me. Like,
I mean, I don't know how to fix it because again, like I said, it's big business. So you feel me? Like they got who they investing in, that's who they gonna take care of. You feel me? So they gonna feed you the people that they not really investing in. You feel me? Like, and I mean, I get it, but it does suck for the B-side fighter that really wants to be a champion, trains hard, does everything right, but still you can't be prepared like a Shakur can be prepared. And don't get me wrong, Shakur is a beast. Like he a different
phenomenal.
So I'm not trying to downplay him at all. Like that's my guy. But yeah, like the average person that fights Shakur is gonna be somebody that's working a 9 to 5, gets off, has to go to the gym afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like meanwhile, Shakur lives in the gym. You feel me? Like, so he's gonna be prepared. Like you're not gonna see an 100% opponent against Shakur. Hold on, baby, I want to hold on.
I mean, that's kind of, and I think that's why. And Flat said the other day, boxing is a dying sport because a lot of you guys aren't treated right, and you're not training to be. You're not actually trained sometimes to be the best. You're trained to beat the guy that they want to be the best or to lose the guy. And
see, I disagree with Flat though. I don't think it's a dying sport though. I think boxing is about to be super lit. The reason I think boxing is about to be super lit is because slowly boxing fans are starting to get away from the undefeated thing that Floyd created.
Yeah, Floyd fucked shit up.
He did, low key. All of that. Floyd's big bro. You feel me? Like,
absolutely. He's my favorite fighter.
Yeah, but like he created this thing. Even on my own head, when I had my first loss, in my head, I feel like I suck now. I wanted to quit after my first loss because in my head, if you wasn't undefeated up to like 30, 40 wins, you trash. And that's because that's how Floyd made it. You feel me? Like, but I feel like we got top dudes losing. Like J-Rock is one of the nicest fighters out here right now. Julian Williams, one of the nicest fighters out. 2 L's. What's the tall boy that's 154 that J-Rock beat? Jared Hurd, super nice. L's. Arizona Larry, nice. L's. You remember, like, so Sean Porter, L's. You remember, like, so like it's getting to the point where top fighters are losing, but people still want to see them fight. You can't tell me now if they told you Sean Porter's fighting Terrence Crawford, you wouldn't tune in. You feel me? Like,
absolutely.
You would, because you feel me? Because they started. You starting to get away from that whole after one loss you're done. You feel me? It's not,
you know what's crazy?
So.
And Floyd's my favorite fighter. Like Floyd and Canelo are actually my favorite fighters. But I do agree with you. I think Floyd fucked it up for a lot of people with the fact that the zero meant more than boxing and sometimes even fighting. And I feel like it kind of did affect some of his fights as well because he wasn't as risky or whatever. But all of the greats, Duran, Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, Ali, all had losses. And nobody ever really judged them based on 0 losses. But when Floyd came around, I felt like that was the most important. It actually started with Roy Jones, though. It started with Roy Jones. If you recall, 0, and once he lost Antonio Tarver, his shit just shot down.
Nah, he lost to what you call it from Chicago first. It was a disqualification.
When the guy went to
nobody counted that because he put him right back. So nobody counted that. Right.
But look, let me say this, right? Yo, I wouldn't say Floyd fucked it up. He took it to a different level because he made it like to where being undefeated is so prestigious that's what everybody want to be, right? But the thing is, when I said boxing is a dying sport, I mean because it's not in demand no more. You don't see kids in the hood talking about, yo, I want to be a boxer. All you see is kids talking about, yo, I want to play ball or I want to be a rapper. Back when I was growing up, everybody wanted to be a boxer. Being a boxer was one of the things because that was around when Mike Tyson was popping.
But you had a lot of stars, though. You had a lot of stars.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But this is what I'm saying. This is why I said it's a dying
sport. Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Bro, I said it's a dying sport because the last time boxing was in demand to where kids really wanted to do it was when Floyd was in the game. When Floyd was in the game, everybody wanted to be a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody mimicked this pad work. You got to think about it. Floyd is an icon, bro. He took boxing to another. He made everybody say, "Oh, we got to follow what he doing." Late night runs. Think about Floyd with the cars. Now all boxers want to have fancy cars and dress a certain way, mad jewelry. Know what I mean? The way they do the pads. All that come from Floyd, bro. The shoulder roll. He didn't start it, but he made it to where everybody trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what it is, Tudo? I think too, to go touch on what you said too, there also was multiple personalities back in the days. Like you had Mike Tyson, who was the crazy nigga. Then you had like niggas like Mayorga, who's smoking. You had just different personalities. So it made boxing interesting. Now I feel like everybody want to be the same nigga. Everybody want to be super tough, and that's why there's no standout stars with you. Me? Which is why I'm gonna be lit because I'm not giving you none of that. My vibe is fire. You feel me? Because everybody got the same. They sound the same. Everybody, all black fighters are good. The phone breaking up, yo.
This nigga Metro PCS over there.
Right. That's why the all. You can hear me?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, I get you good.
That's why I said the all call outs mandatory thing is important, right? Because all fighters want to be like, yo, I'm too good to call this person out, or I'm too good to respond to this person, or this person don't got as many followers as me on Instagram, so I'm not paying no mind, or he don't got a certain watch on his wrist, so I wouldn't fight him. Stuff like that. And it's like, yo, if somebody call you out, bro, you got to answer that, bro. Even, I don't care who it is. I don't care if you answering in sparring or if they send a contract, bro. Most of the time, it's going to be tough to get a contract sent to you. But if somebody show up to your gym talking about they want to spar, the era I'm from, bro, we gotta get it. You're not coming to my gym.
You come from the era I come from, which is although money is super important, we care about legacy, bro. So like, I'll fight you in the gym.
Legacy, bro.
It's about my legacy. You feel me? So that's how I feel. You feel me? Like that's why people talking about, oh, why you want to fight son in the gym? Why don't you get a rematch? I'm like, bro, it's not that easy. Like promoters got to be on deck. You feel me? Like it's not easy, but I want to show niggas that he can't beat me. So I'll go to his gym.
Right.
You feel me?
That's real.
Like I'm about legacy.
That's real.
So niggas like me, niggas like you, like legacy. That's what it is. But then you got fighters like Christopher Lovejoy. You feel me? That's about the bread. So you feel me? Like it's different. You feel me? Like that's how a lot of these boxers moving. Like they talk about. They're talking about, oh, the price not right or the money not right. You don't got no fans. Bro, I'm better than you. What you mean I don't got no fans? I'm better than you. I'll beat your ass. Like that's what it's about. I think me at 100%. Like I think I'm the best middleweight right now. Like and niggas just looking at my record, people be like, yo, you bugging. But you can ask everybody been in the ring. You see it now. You talk to me in the chat. Anybody been in the ring with me like they be like, oh, nah, Mommas way nice. You know yourself, you shit the ring. I mean, Jay Leon, Benavidez when we spar, all that, like, niggas know, like, I'm different, you feel me? Like, and I love this shit, you feel me? It's different. So that's why I care more about that. Like, I like, even though I'm not like this super world champion that's super lit, like, I love the fact that I could go in the chat with a bunch of boxers and everybody show me love because they know how I give it up. You feel me? Like that means just as much as the bread to me. You feel me? Like,
absolutely.
But that's not how niggas is moving now. Niggas not moving like that no more.
And it's because a lot of these guys are protected. And that's what I was telling Flat, like, and if you really look at it, Sugar Ray Leonard fought Duran when he was 21. Like,
see, that's lit. That's lit.
You know what I'm saying? And it seems like these fighters aren't fighting until they're like fucking in their 30s. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Get up out of there. Yeah.
And it just does. I feel like that's what's fucking up the sport too. Like, the best fighters are avoiding each other. They're not fighting each other. I was bringing up with him. I was like, and a lot of, because Nate Campbell had brought this up, and he said that Floyd avoided fighting Paul Williams because of the win, because Paul Williams was a tall, fast fight.
That's gonna be a tough fight.
Exactly. And a lot of, I'm not saying he did. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what Nate Campbell said. And he made a good point because people don't want to take that loss because their stock drops so bad. And back then it was about great fights. What was the last classic fight that you actually really saw? Like, you was like, yo, that's a classic. There's no more real classic fights ananymore, to be honest with you.
It's starting to get around to it. It's starting to get around to it a little more.
Even like your big fight, even your big pay-per-view.
It's starting to be classic, bro. Listen, Spence and Porter was a classic, bro.
That's a fact. That was a classic.
That's a fact.
That's the last one. That was the last one.
The first Fury and Wilder was a classic, bro.
Yeah, because he got up like the Undertaker. That's what made it a classic.
Right.
That was the best part I've ever seen in my life.
Right. He got up twice.
But like, for
he got up twice. That made it a classic.
Listen, De La Hoya made a comment that I thought was so underrated. And De La Hoya said, he said Bud Crawford, as talented as he is not a Hall of Famer because he doesn't have the marquee match. He doesn't have the big fight. And he's 32 years old. I agreed with him. I felt like, damn, it's fucked up that I think he's with Top Rank, right? If I'm not mistaken. And he hasn't fought a real big name outside of what's his name, the Indian kid,
Amir Khan.
Amir Khan. And it's true. It's like, it's kind of fucked up. Like, where is Terrence Crawford's legacy if he doesn't get to fight Errol Spence or any of the guys at 147?
He'll still be up there.
How?
Yeah, I still up there because, like, people sleep on Terrence Crawford's resume because, like, the media don't hype up their opponents. Like, the media got to tell niggas who's good or who's not. Like, Son fought a Dominican Olympian. I forgot what, like, Son was nice. The Dominican Olympian that he fought. Like, and he fought Gamboa, who, you feel me, at that time, Gamboa was a beast. You feel me? Like,
yes, he
still
was.
Gamboa, even old Gamboa still went 12 rounds with Tank. You feel me? Like, imagine, he an older guy on his way out now. Still gave Tank, who we call him the killer, you still give him 10, 12 rounds. I'm like, but resume is lit, bro. Like, it's American, everybody say American is trash, but nobody trashed American the way
think about
Crawford did.
But what De La Hoya said, legacy, right? If you name your great fighters, right? If you, let's say 147 pounds, right? Okay. If you name Floyd, he had Pacquiao. If you name Duran, he had Sugar Ray. You had Hearns, you had Hagler. Like, you can't say Bud, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, he has to fight Errol Spence.
So who's the person you give in Roy Jones?
And that's the problem. As talented as Roy Jones is, right?
That was
his
real.
legacy is kind of fucked up.
You feel me?
I mean, the closest you could say is Bernard Hopkins, but he fought him when he was younger, and then he fought him when he was older. But that's the closest. But people do down Roy Jones' career because they feel like his level of competition wasn't there. He fought a fucking correction officer. I don't know where the hell that guy came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it sucks because I think Roy is one of the most talented fighters I've offensive.
Yeah, I feel like Roy Jones, there was just nobody there, man. Like, there was nobody there. But again, that's on his legacy. The same thing with Bud. Like, there's no Top Rank don't have nobody. So,
you know, but that's the thing. Why is it that Top Rank or these promoters are stopping him from fighting a Danny Jacobs or a Porter? Like, that's garbage. I hate the fact that if you're signed to a certain promoter, you got to jump through hoops to fight this individual. And I feel like that's another thing that's killing boxing. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd should have happened when it should have happened, not when they're 36. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just it kind of fucks up, and I really honestly hate these stables that aren't letting these fighters fight each other. I'm dying to see Crawford and Spence. Dying.
Now, that's a fact. Me too. That's a fact. Now, I get what you're saying, bro, but it's not going to change. You feel me? Like, not anytime soon. It's not going to change because on top of them being from different promotions, the heads of the promotions don't like each other. So that makes it even worse. You feel me? Like, Bob Arum and Al Heyman don't even rock with each other. So the fight got to be big for it to even be on the table. Like Fury, Wilder, Pacquiao, Floyd, it got to be big.
That's horrible that a personal squabble could stop a fight. Imagine if Robert Kraft didn't get along with the Giants owner. We'd have never had the Giants and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. They would have fucking avoided each other.
But look,
that's horrible.
You got to think about it like this, you know. The NFL, those teams are under the NFL. That's one umbrella. Mm-hmm. Boxing don't have no one umbrella.
And they need to fix that.
Hey, they should have been fixed that a long time ago.
Bro, first of all, honestly,
like UFC.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks. Like, it makes no sense for a bunch of people to be selfish. Like, you could make more money if you guys actually come together and create a commission. The fact that you guys, if this guy's on this table, he's not going to fight this guy, and it's just whack. Like, it's horrible. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention,
100%.
And not to mention, like, a lot of guys aren't getting taken care of. A lot of guys, like, the fact that you got to take it, you got to pay for your own X-rays. Are you fucking serious? That is insane.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's ugly out here. It's ugly out here for boxing right now. But like boxing, like the A level, like that top echelon of boxing, they're good. But that middle part where you struggle to get to that top, to break that barrier, it's hard, bro. And that's why I am right now. Like, I'm just under the top guys. Like, you feel me? So, like, it sucks for me. You feel me? I gotta jump when they tell me jump. You feel me? Like, same thing with my guy Lonnie. You know who Lonnie B is?
Nah, I'm not familiar.
All right, so Lionel Thomas just for Jose Uzcategui, who was just the world champion. Caleb Plant beat him. Caleb Plant got the belt. His very next fight, Lonnie B fought him. Lonnie B beat him worse than Caleb Plant. Dropped him, like I'm saying, like, did his thing with him. So Lonnie B now should be able to fight at least a Caleb Plant. Like, Caleb, you just beat him for the title. Now I just beat him. I should be able to fight for the title. But Lonnie's in that same position now. I'm in kind of where, like, they're not giving you that, or they're going to lowball you with the number, or they're going to give you a short notice fight. Like, they'll call him like, hey, you want to fight Dave Benavidez in 2 weeks? You feel me? You can't beat Dave Benavidez in 2 weeks. You feel me? Like, you're not going to give him a fair shake. Or, hey, you want to fight for $100,000? That fight is worth $500,000. Easy. You feel me? But, like, when you at this position that we're in and under, that's how they treat you, bro. Like,
but the majority of fighters are in that position. It's not that, and that's what doesn't make sense.
It's like 20 of them up there, and that's all the weight classes. It's like 2 or 3 in each weight class. That's it.
And you know what's crazy? And I don't want to shit on anybody, but I feel like a lot of people resent Adrian Bronner because of that. Because he gets a lot of big fights, and, you know, a lot of people feel like maybe he's not deserving because he's not winning. How does that affect you as a fighter? Does that make you feel like, damn, bro, like, he hasn't been winning? I don't want to talk about it. I see his face. Look at him.
Like, with Adrian Bronner, like, people like Adrian Bronner and Floyd, like, I feel like different types of ways. Because, like, as a fan, I'm tired of Adrian Bronner, like, getting fights that he don't deserve. I don't want to see Adrian Bronner no more, whatever. But as a boxer, as an African-American boxer, I like to see another African-American boxer milking the game. You feel me? Like maybe he don't deserve the fights, but so much of us get violated. I'm happy to see one of us. You feel me? Like, that's how I think about it.
Okay.
Same thing with Floyd. Like, Floyd be like, Floyd, as a fan, people like, I'm tired of seeing Floyd fight, bro. You tired?
But he's winning. There's a difference.
He's not gonna fight nobody top. He's not gonna fight. Floyd's not coming back and fighting Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford.
Why would he do that?
Exactly. But he's gonna milk the game, get his money. So as a fighter, I love it. You feel me?
That perspective is dope, right? Yeah, but from a fan, I'm a fan. I don't give a shit about none of that. Like, I was like, I'm a huge Floyd fan. Like, I got to meet Floyd in Vegas. I was like, wow, like, he's a real cool dude. He invited me out to, I forgot where it was, to, I don't know, that strip club shit. I couldn't go. But, like, as a fan, to see him come back and fight McGregor, and I understand it was money. I get it. But to count on his record, somebody that I believe anybody, I don't think McGregor could beat anybody in boxing.
That's a fact.
But to give him a W, I really felt like to the sport it was disrespectful.
It was a black
Nah,
guy.
I can't.
It was a black guy.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that though, bro, because as fighters, we understand the struggle. Floyd, listen.
Yeah, but he's struggling as a fan, only.
Right. But look at it like this, right? Let's just say Floyd lost that Castillo fight. Floyd would be in the same position as us. Think about that, bro. Floyd wouldn't be who he is if he lost that Castillo, that close Castillo fight, the first fight. He wouldn't be who he is. He wouldn't call no shot. He'd have been dropped down right to the bottom, just like every other fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, like Dennis said, I applaud him for winning, bro, because even though, all right, that's kind of weird putting that win over McGregor on his record. But how else they was going to do it? It's an official sanctioned fight.
Sanctioned fight. That's a fact. That's a fact.
No,
how else they was going to do it? As long as you got that check, bro, I'll put him, bro.
I'm a huge Floyd fan. Like, I love Floyd, bro. I used to be in a house full of Puerto Ricans where everybody would look at me like a sellout because I was going for Floyd. That's how much I love Floyd. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? So to see him go and fight McGregor and get the W and break the record, it was just kind of like whatever. Like, I'd rather not see him fight ever again and just say, listen, just go off into the sunset, then come back and fight some of these guys that nobody believes. I don't even know who McGregor can beat in boxing. I can't name one person he could beat in a fight.
But that's the importance though of building a fan base though. Same thing with AB.
Yeah.
That's why he able to come back and get those fights. He built a fan base off whatever he did.
Yeah, or not even a fan base or a hater base. Because a lot of people.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
They watch Floyd fight hoping he lose. You feel me? Like, so that's dope to get there. You feel me? Like, I don't know exactly they buy his pay-per-view just to see this man lose. Like, that's dope to me. You feel me? Like, to get to that point. So, and especially right now, how this world is going, like I said, I love to see a black man do that. You feel me? Like, keep winning. So, as a fan, as a boxer, seeing another black man do what he does, like, that's dope to me. You feel me? Like, so
no, absolutely. I just, like I said, like, I think Floyd changed a lot in the sport in a positive way. Showed a lot of people how to work in terms of business, with the whole
marketing,
random testing, with the Olympics. I think he helped a lot with the sport. But as a fan, I do not want to see that. And like, he's talking about coming back. Apparently, he's supposed to come back this year. And it's just like, come on, man. If you're not gonna fight anybody great,
I'm in camp with him. I'm in camp with Floyd right now. So like, I mean, I don't know who he's fighting, but I'm guessing it's somebody left-handed because he's sparring with me. So I'm guessing somebody left-handed, which makes me feel like Conor McGregor again. I don't know. Yeah,
it's gonna be Conor. You gotta think. First of all,
either Conor or Manny Pacquiao.
He's not fighting. He's not fighting. Yeah. Manny's actually a threat. Manny's still a threat, and I don't think Floyd's been in the ring.
Manny a threat to who? Manny threat to who?
Manny's still good. He's still beating people at 147.
He's not beating Floyd though.
Now when you take them Floyd Mayweather with the drug test, them drug tests make him look.
Yeah, no, that's true. I don't think he's gonna fight Manny. I don't think anybody wants to see Manny. And I'll tell you this, Manny is fucking boring in terms of selling a fight. He just sits there and it's like, I don't even understand.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I say Floyd elevated the game because nobody was that lit outside the ring like Manny was. Now you got fighters like Ryan Garcia who's lit on Instagram.
I like Ryan.
Like, you feel me? Like they getting people interested. They got people that don't even watch boxing watching them. You feel me? Like, because they're fighting. And I feel like Floyd was the first to really do that.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So Floyd elevated the game. So he did do a lot of positive stuff with the game.
Oh, absolutely.
And like you said, but then again, because of that perfection, everybody not chase that perfection. So people don't care about the legacy. People will fight people like that's 12-12 or 12-36 for their whole career, so they can be like, I'm 30-0.
And that's what fucks up boxing. Teddy Atlas the other night, he said, shout out to ESPN for boring the shit out of us with these fights that are on there. And I was like, damn, Teddy, like, you work with so many fighters, but he kind of shitted on him. He basically kind of shitted on Shakur Stevenson, like, yo, it was like a sparring session. People don't want to see these fights. And
yo, bro, Teddy Atlas, if Teddy Atlas was commentating, he wouldn't have said that. So I don't really care what he. Nah, I mean, like he probably just saying that because he ain't on the ESPN.
Niggas ain't call my phone. Niggas ain't call my phone.
Yeah, they ain't hit my phone. Now he hitting. Come on, man.
Let me ask you a question: If Floyd were to come back, right, which he's gonna come back, you think he's gonna fight McGregor? and I keep arguing with people all the time with this, and I think Canelo Alvarez to me is the best fighter in the world. I think he's to me, I think he's the most complete fighter I've ever seen in terms of offensive. I think I'm just saying. I think he's the most complete offensively. I think he learned a lot defensively from fighting Floyd. I feel like complete. Right.
Okay.
Right. And I always wanted to see him fight Floyd in the rematch. Do you think Floyd takes that risk?
No. Why?
I agree. But a lot of people feel like Floyd could beat him.
And this how you know Floyd is great. I was on Instagram arguing with somebody yesterday about this because they're like, oh, Canelo would dog Floyd now. I'm
I
like,
think
bro,
he would now.
Floyd is a 43-year-old retired man.
I agree.
Y'all still calling him out. Like, let that man chill. Let him make his money doing his exhibition fights. Like, Canelo beat the best. Like, it's still top fighters that Canelo hasn't fought that's active. You feel me? Like, you want to go to 168, you can fight the kid of pants. The Benavidez is like, fight Dave Benavidez. Fight the active fighters. What you trying to call out Floyd for? Beat everybody.
Well, he didn't call out Floyd. He said he wouldn't fight Floyd. He said he wouldn't fight Floyd.
And I respect him for that. Because fight Floyd for he a retired old man. Like, you get nothing from that to me. If Canelo beats Floyd right now, that proves nothing to me.
I agree. But if Floyd were to beat him, that would make him like.
That'd be make that Floyd. Yeah,
forget
Floyd
about
is a super lit, but Canelo's not lit. He fights him. So outside of the check, it don't make no sense for Canelo to fight him, in my opinion. But the check gonna be big. So
when I mentioned Canelo, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sounded a little bit of hate from your side. You kind of looked at us and you didn't agree with my assessment of him of being the best fighter alive.
Hold on, let me say this. Hold on, Dennis. Because Dennis ain't never say his resume yet. You ain't never say a resume since we've been recording. So you probably gotta explain your resume so they can understand why you able to assess these fighters.
I mean, I fought, bro. Anybody they call my phone with, I said yes. So David Benavidez, Jamel Charlo, George Groves, Stephen Martinez, who was an undefeated fighter at the time, undefeated, highly touted prospect. Vaughn Alexander, who's an undefeated, highly prospect. Anthony Durrell. Pretty much everybody, bro. I fought who's who of boxing coming up already. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
So, and I fought all these guys with 2-3 weeks notice besides Vaughn Alexander and Anthony Durrell. So I feel like, and I've been in camp with Canelo. I was in camp with Canelo for the Kirkland fight. I was his main
with Kirkland from Texas?
Okay. Yeah. So I've been around all of them. Now, with that being said, I'm a huge fan of Canelo. I think Canelo is nice. And I think he's gotten way better since I sparred him. And when I sparred him, that was after Floyd. You feel me? I think he's gotten better since then. You feel me? Like, I think Canelo is dope. My thing is that I don't like what Canelo does as far as like the fights he takes. You feel me? Like the Kovalev fight, for example. You can't go up to my weight class. I'm 175. You can't go up to 175 and then tell me I have to sign a hydration clause. Like, I can't make weight the way I normally make weight. Now I can only rehydrate to a certain amount. Nah, bro. If your little ass decide to come here, you got to fight at my rules.
But it's smart, though. It's smart.
It's smart on his side, but you feel me? Like, that's corny. As far as, again, talking about, I'm looking at legacy. Again, but like, it's smart business-wise. You feel me? Like, to move up and then have me not be 100% and then knock me the fuck out. Like, that's dope for you. But legacy, if I really want to prove that I'm the best and I can move up and fight anybody, then move up to my weight class and fight me for real. You feel me? Like, and I ain't like that he did that. Same thing when he went to 68. He fought that boy from overseas. I forgot his name.
Was it Liam Smith?
I don't think he fought Liam. He fought the other one. Guy's name. Damn, I forgot his name. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is the boy was just happy to be in the ring, bro. Like, that nigga didn't come to try to beat Canelo. He was just getting that check. You feel me? Like, he didn't fight the killers. You feel me? So, like, that's what bothers me. You feel me? Like, he a beast. But really, if you really feel like you're the best, which everybody's now calling you the best, prove you the best by fighting them for real. Like, don't tell me, oh, you're gonna fight at 175, but come fight night, you can't weigh more than 182. Why, nigga? Like, Kovalev, on fight night, usually he weighs in 175. Fight night, Kovalev's coming in like 190. Now for this fight, he got coming in 184. He's not himself. You feel me? Like, you can't move up to my weight class and tell me how to make weight. Granted, Canelo can because he's the money maker. He's the one that's bringing bread in.
Exactly.
That's why he can move like that. But I just don't think that's
fair. A lot of people have done that. Floyd did that with the gloves against my Donna the second fight. No, that's just what happens. Let me ask you a question. A lot of people want to see him and listen, you have every right to feel that way. You said you've been in the ring with Charlo and Canelo, right? Both. You both of them. A lot of people want to see that fight, right? I personally feel like, and this is just me, I feel like Canelo wins that fight clearly. You've been in the ring with both of them. What's your take on that?
All right, so I'm gonna go with Canelo too. I don't know about easy, man. Cholo.
I didn't say
got a lot of
easy. I said
dogs.
clearly.
Clearly. I mean, that's a good fight. I'm gonna lean with Canelo too on that, honestly. But Cholo, man, them boys better than they are, better than people think. And what it is what I like about them. And this is me getting in the ring. Mind you, I don't even really like dude, but like just talking as a fan, they mastered the basics. And I feel like people get so far away from mastering the basics. Like, if you ever watch Charlo fight, bro, he mastered his timing. Like, he's not super fast and like that, but his timing when you coming in, his timing counter punches. Like, look how he knocked out J-Rock. He knocked J-Rock out off the counter. You feel me? Like, he timed it, caught him. You feel me? Like, I think Charlo's timing and stuff like that is underrated. You feel me? So I feel like once he gets Canelo's timing down, I feel like it's a tough fight. But Canelo has shown us so many different dynamics, which is why I like him so much. Like against Triple G, the first fight, everybody said, "Oh, you ran too much," which he did.
Yeah,
everybody said, "Oh, you ran too much." Second fight, he's like, "I bet." He stood there with him. You feel me? Like, I like that. You feel me? Like,
he was
that's
walking him down. Yeah,
that's the Canelo I like. So I respect that. So I would like to see a Canelo versus Charlo, or Canelo at his weight class. Don't keep jumping up and down weight class fighting anybody because you making them. You handicapping anybody for that's corny to me, you know what I mean? But I would love to see Canelo versus Charlo or Canelo versus Benavidez. I think that's dope. Like, they talking about that now. I think that's a crazy fight. You know what I mean? Like, that's selling out. That's selling out wherever they put that. You know what I mean? Especially with Floyd being gone. And Floyd used to always do Mexican Independence Day and Cinco de Mayo. So if they put Canelo versus Benavidez on Mexican Independence Day, like in September,
that'd be
Vegas,
crazy,
bro.
That'd be crazy, bro.
That's crazy. So like, I want to see him fight real fights like that. You feel me?
I say Canelo got the best resume in boxing right now, hands down.
Hands down, it's not even close.
But he do come up with stipulations that's crazy.
All these guys do. Come on, when you're on the top, listen.
Nah, I can't lie. Yo,
come on.
I can't lie. Canelo stimulations is crazy.
Yeah,
he go above and beyond, and that's my favorite fighter right now. But he go above and beyond, bro.
Mm-hmm. I mean, listen, man.
You can't say all fighters because look at Errol Spence. Errol Spence went overseas to get his title. Granted, he don't got the same star power Canelo got, obviously, of course. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, like, that's the kind of shit that makes me a big fan. People that do stuff like that, like, I'm gonna get this world title. The champ's over there. Nah, don't come here. I'm gonna go to you and bring the title back. Like, that's fire to me. I mean, like, that's the type of shit I like about it. So, like, that when I become a champion, bro, like, that's how I'm not. No stipulations. Make your weight the same way we go weight. Like, I'm a 160 champ. Weighs 160. Whatever you weigh the next day, that's how we've been doing it. Let's do it that way. I mean, like, I don't think if you gotta make stipulations to win fights, to me it takes away from it. I mean, that's just me as a fan and a fighter.
That's like you play a video game, right? And you put all the what's them joints called when you make a play and you put their joints all the way up to 99?
The ratings.
Yeah, you put the ratings all the way up to 99. Yeah. And it's like, yo, why would I play my season like that knowing it's cheating versus playing it regular and winning regular? I'm going to feel better.
Or like bet, me and you both play Madden. We both super nice. We both super nice in Madden. So now we finally get to play each other, and yours is on rookie and mine's on all Madden.
Right,
you feel me? Like,
right.
That's what you're doing. Like, can I really? Am I nice because I beat you now? You feel me? Like that's
whack.
Not. You feel me? That's how I feel about that. You feel me? So that's what it is. And I think like we just touched on, people are so afraid to lose now, like because it's like this whole undefeated thing or too many losses makes you whack. That's why. Because I feel like if it wasn't like that, Canelo would fight Kovalev at his weight. Because I think Canelo does believe in stuff like that. But Oscar and them, whatever, they're like, nah, you feel me? Like, we're gonna do it this way so you don't lose, and that kills legacies. Like that's how I feel.
No, I mean I feel we coming from. Like, it's just boxing has become, in a sense, like, it's always been a business, but it's become don't step in the wrong mind, kind of, in a sense. Don't make the mistake, and that sucks. And I'm not gonna. I still think, even though you say Canelo has stipulations, I still feel like he's still fighting the best fighters. That's just me personally. I feel like his resume is the best or whatnot.
He is.
But against the same thing, like I said, say Flat is the best Madden player in the world. If he's the best Madden player in the world, and I think I'm really good, and I want to see if I can beat the best Madden player in the world. If he's on all Madden and I'm on rookie and I beat him, like whether or not he's the best player in the world, it don't matter because I didn't play him.
So
I had a handicap.
If you become the world champion, right? and you become
when.
Oh, I'm sorry. When I apologize. You tell me you're not gonna have no stipulations. I know if I was the world champion, I'd have the craziest stipulations. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would all types of shit.
Nah. I promise you I'm not, bro. Like I'm moving so different when I'm at the top, bro. Like even my ride to the top has been different already. You feel me? Like just the fight that I take, jumping out the window, the chances I take. Like I think of myself as an old school fighter, bro. Like I just love fighting, bro. Like I love the sport. I love the actual craft. I'm learning the business and I'm realizing I should move smarter, but I just love fighting. So like when I said this before, I said this in an interview before, people told me I was bugging. I was like, yo, when I become champion at 160, I want to move back up to 168. Hopefully David Benavidez is still there and I want to fight him again. They're like, why? Like people are like, why? Like because like I truly believe if I have a full camp that I can beat him. Not taking into that's my guy, but I think I'm better than him. So, and I was like, and then they was like, what if he moves up? I was like, if he moves up, my mother told me, I was like, if he moves up to 175, I'll meet him at a catch weight at like 73, whatever, and still rehydrate all the way up. I don't care. Like I want to fight. I want to test myself. If I lose that way, then I lost. I want to see that from the rest.
This is all call outs are mandatory, right? You got to call out. Who do you want? Who the fuck do you want? I want to know that. Who do you want to fight? Who do you see out there right now that's food?
To be honest with you, bro, like right now, my main concern is the title, not even the person personally.
Okay.
So whoever, I don't even know who has the title. I'm just moving down to 160. I don't even know who the champs are outside of Charlo. So obviously Charlo, 100% want to fight Charlo. Because I fought Jamel. I want to fight Jamal. Feel me? Mm-hmm. And then I know there's a lot of fighters coming up, like Jared Hurd. So I'm moving up to 160. I would love that fight with Jared Hurd. Then that boy that beat Saddam. What's his name, bro? The boy that beat Saddam for the belt?
You talking about the Mexican kid.
Yes, I want him so bad. I want to fight him.
Mongucha?
I don't
some shit like
name.
that.
Fool. I want him. I want him.
You want him so bad? Why him?
Because like I feel like again, like Saddam is my guy. Like for Saddam Ali is one of the people that you grew up with that you still looked up to. Like that was like Saddam might be a couple months young. He like a couple months younger than me, bro. We came up in the amateurs together, and I still looked up to him. Like he one of the niggas like we internationals together, and I'm in the back and Saddam's fighting. I'm gonna run out to watch Saddam fight. You feel me? Cheer him on, then go back and finish right my head. So like the fact that I feel like they did him dirty. Like I feel like Saddam moved up before the Cotto fight. He should have won the belt and just gave it up, but he stayed up top. You feel me? Like and they I feel like they set him up. They put him in the ring with a boy that was way bigger than him. You feel me? Like.
And you know, they did that on short notice.
Yeah, you feel me? Like so because of that, of the Saddam being my bro, I want to fight. And I don't think much of the kid. You feel me? Like he tough, but I don't think much of him. So I would love to fight him. So if I had to call anybody,
Jamie Mongoy, something like that.
Yeah,
Jamie
Manguia, whatever.
Yeah.
You say you don't think much of him. Why?
As far as stylistically for me, not taking into as a fighter. I just when I say that, first of all, let me put that to I don't ever disrespect any fighter. Anybody that steps in the ring is lit to me, because we put our lives on the line for entertainment. So we all lit. So he's lit. But I'm just talking about stylistically for me, I see me beating him. And I know that he's a big name already to like Eddie Hearns and him. So me beating him is a super good look for me. That puts me right where I need to be to call shots. So I want to fight him at 160. So that'll be a fight I definitely would love. I definitely want my rematch with the last dude because I took the fight in short notice, starved myself for 26 pounds, and he is not on my level. Like he shouldn't. That boy doesn't deserve to spar with me, bro. Like he don't. Like that's not me so great. Like he's not on my level. But I'm in the ring like moving in slow motion. Like I ain't focused. So now he walking around like I beat Mama's boy, but you didn't. You beat Denis, starving nigga. Fight me, bro. So I wanna fight him. I'll fight Munguia, and then I just want the titles, bro. Like whoever. Then I want David Benavidez, and I want Caleb Plant. Like I just want anybody that's lit, bro. And again, Caleb Plant, my guy. Benavidez, my guy. But I want to fight who everybody says is the best, because I want to challenge myself. Like I don't want no easy joints. You feel me? Like I never been like that. I want no easy fights. I want to push myself, because this for me is it's about my legacy. It's about my mother being my trainer. Like let me tell niggas, like my mom's not no coach. You feel me? Like she not. You feel me? She was an accountant. She was an accountant that brought me to the gym to defend myself, because I was in Brooklyn, and you feel me? Like it was a little shaky. She wanted me to learn how to defend myself. She whatever. When I was like 14, I was actually watching the Roy Jones fight. Maybe a little younger. I was watching Roy Jones versus David Telesco, and Roy Jones was taking that long to come out. I'm like, oh, who is this guy? I'm so.
That was a Radio City Music. I remember that.
Yeah. He was waiting for Method Man and Redman to come out. Waiting for them. They didn't get there yet. So
David Telesco was the correction officer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, David Telesco trained in the gym because I was at Gleason's gym in Brooklyn, and that's where David Telesco trained. So I was watching the fight for him. I didn't even know who Roy Jones was, really. I wasn't a big boxing fan. So I'm like, who is this guy waiting for? Like, why is it taking so long? I was annoyed. Then Roy Jones comes out with Redman with tuxedo joint on. He rocking, and I watch it. He trashes David Telesco, who I just watched train for this fight, and I watched his man beat him up. I look at my mom, and I'm like, yo, like, I want to do this. Like, I want to be a world champ.
You know what's my bad. That fight brings back memories to me. Not to cut you off because
you good.
If you recall that fight, Roy Jones went to play basketball that morning. He played like a CBA game and then came at night to fight David Telesco.
So I'm fighting you in the parking lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, so Roy Jones actually, as much as I talk about him, like Roy Jones is actually the reason I wanted to become a pro boxer, watching him fight. So I say all that to say, like, she wasn't a trainer. You feel me? Like, she was just bringing her son to the gym. She boxed a little bit before, but nothing real crazy. She a couple, like 2 amateur fights. Nothing crazy. You know, like, she ain't no coach. But I said I want to fight. She's like, okay. She started picking up stuff, learning stuff, like getting good at helping me out.
That's dope.
Give me tips. And from that point, I became a 4-time national champion. You feel me? Ranked in the world. I traveled all over the world. You feel me? Like, off that, like, I think she's super dope, and I owe her a world title, bro. So, like,
that's real.
I'm gonna get her
that's
a
fire.
world title. You feel me? Like, so that's it. You feel me? So I want to fight the best. I want to prove that. I want to prove to the world that just off love, like off of her loving me and want her son to be she made me the best because my mother loved me. It has nothing to do with money, nothing. This is passion. Like, my mother loved me, and I want to do something, so she made me the best. Like, that's fire. So
that's super
like,
fire. I'm not gonna front.
You feel me?
Have you been? Because there's a lot of fights being set up. Have you been contacted for a fight right now?
Yeah. So Top Rank called me about a. I'm probably not supposed to say nobody's name, so I'm gonna chill. But they contacted me for a fight, and I was like, yeah, let's make that happen. Then they called me back and they was like, nah, they're gonna go in a different direction. And I think what it is right now, it's confusion with me because I fought Vaughn Alexander, who was like an undefeated, highly touted prospect. Everybody thought he was gonna be lit. Like, they was like, oh, Denis' brother, he's the older brother, he's gonna kill shit. But I had 8 weeks for that camp, and I was a 9-1 underdog. And I went out fighting, and I smoked him like easy. Like, and it shocked the world. So everybody's like, oh, Mama's way is nice. Like, we're gonna get. So I signed my promoter. They gave me some easy fights. Then the last fight, they gave me a fight that I was supposed to win, and I lost. So now they like, which one was the fluke? Was him beating Vaughn Alexander a fluke, or was him losing to that guy a fluke? Like, we don't know. So now niggas, they scared to take a chance. So, like, the kid they wanted me to fight is undefeated. But I think Top Rank was trying to they were trying to get him a win. But they don't know if he could beat me now. They like,
Right.
I mean, so that's why I'm stuck right now because I feel like promoters don't know. They don't want to overinvest in me in case I'm really a dub, and they don't want to feed me to one of they fighters that they invest
prospects, in. Yeah, and then ruin the money. Okay.
Yeah, so like, I'm stuck.
Let me listen. Nov's gonna be more politically correct, bro. Now I mean, I'm gonna ask you some shit. Now I mean, some real shit. Now I mean, yo, all right. First, let me ask you this, right? What boxer you look at that give you motivation, like having losses on your record, that make you say, yo, I feel like I could still be I know you look at yourself, but what boxer? Because we all look to somebody for motivation.
Tevin Farmer.
That's dope. Because that's a question that most guys not gonna ask you.
That's a fact. And bro, listen, I was there when Manny from Emmanuel Gonzalez from. I was there.
Hell
me
yeah.
and that fight. I was on that same card, so I didn't know who Tevin was, but Manny's my guy. So I'm like, I look at Tevin record, 4 losses. I'm like, okay, man, he beat this nigga up, whatever. Tevin dog walked him, son. Light, play with him. I'm like, yo, this nigga's nice. So I became a fan from that night. And just watching somebody, like, I see a story, like I saw on Twitter, he hit DeBella up. He was like, DeBella, just give me a chance. Sign me. I promise you I'm not gonna lose. And DeBella took a shot, and look where he went. You feel me? Like, not giving up on himself. 4 losses. Everybody think you trash, and he beat undefeated nigga after undefeated. He fought like 5 undefeated niggas back to back.
Facts. And you gotta look at it, bro. His story's similar to yours because he said when he got them 4 losses, first of all, he ain't had an amateur background that most of us had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he said when he got them 4 losses, he was just like he wasn't taking it serious.
Yeah.
And you know, you my guy. Know what I'm saying? I done caught you out in Vegas drunk. Know what I'm saying? Like, cause when you say oh, you wasn't taking boxing serious, people gonna be like, he making an excuse. But I could say for myself, I've been around you when you was dead, pissy drunk, walking around, bothering people coming from clubs. You was bugging. Know what I mean? And I used to look at you like, yo, how is this Dennis Douglin fought on ESPN and fought Charlo and all these guys, but he out here walking around drunk like he just some regular, regular thugula. Now I'm saying, so people won't understand when you say, yo, I was bugging. I wasn't taking it serious.
Yeah, that's a
know
fact. Yeah. Yeah, and that's real. Like I feel like I feel like I found the love between my daughter and everything. I just found the love for the sport again. You feel me? Like, and then in my relationship with my mom too. Like I feel like me and her gotten closer recently, and I feel like out of respect for her, again, I want to be a champion myself, but I owe her a belt, bro. Like I owe her, like, you feel me? Like she's lit, bro. Like, and I want to give her a title. Like my biggest goal in my life is to one day hand my mother the green belt and like, yo, this is yours. You feel me? Like
that's dope.
That's what I want to do. You feel me?
That's dope.
So like it's different, bro. So yeah, I got the losses, but I'm telling you, but you see, like, I'm still one of the most fair. That's crazy, bro. I'm still one of the most fair boxers. Like, niggas still turn me down. Hey, like, you feel me? I have 7 losses. Like, you should fight me, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, but they're like, nope. Last year, I got turned down by 7 different. I put it on Facebook. I put their names up there. I was like, such and such. Your favorite fighter?
I gotta hear the names. Name the names. I gotta hear these names. Who turned you down? Come on, man. Yeah, you can't bullshit it. All call outs are mandatory.
You gotta talk about it. All call outs mandatory. You gotta talk about it.
Because you know, Flat's ducking the champ, 334-0. He's ducking him. I just want to put that out there.
Man.
That's my man right there.
Get out of here.
I'm trying to think.
Hold on. Let me say this first, Dennis. Yo, I remember I sparred Dennis a long ass time ago. Dennis say he don't remember this, but I remember this shit because I'm gonna tell you why I remember it. One, I knew his cousin Dylan Parsley. I knew him. His pops Blimp, I know them. Blimp from my project, from Albany Project. Now, I seen Dennis. I seen you come in with your moms. That's how I remember this shit because I'm looking like, you know how you say, yo, people used to look at it like, yo, it's a joke. Like, yo, he with his moms. Like, I'm looking like his moms. Then I heard somebody say, oh, they call you mama's boy. I'm like, what? You was still an amateur, son. Know what I mean? You and Dylan. We always amateurs. Know what I'm saying? But you came in there and I'm just looking at it like, yo, his mom's training him. He can't know how to fight. It's no way.
That's a
know
fact.
That's
what niggas felt, yeah.
Right, but then we sparred and I seen you had something, son. So I'm like, I'm gonna follow this kid. Fast forward to the next time I seen you was when you beat Steven Martinez. And Steven Martinez was a killer. In New York, let me tell you something. I was in the amateurs the same time as you.
He beat the amateurs.
Yo, bro, I was in the amateurs the same time as Steven Martinez. He was smoking shit. They used to have a stretcher by the door, bro, for when that nigga fought, because he used to put niggas. I seen him put 2 or 3 niggas on stretchers with a left hook, bro. Know what I'm saying? Then when I seen you beat him on ESPN, I'm like, yo, son, this kid look familiar. Know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, oh, I see your moms. I'm like, that's the kid who sparred with us at Star City with his mom. He was with Dylan and Blunt. Know what I'm saying? So that always stuck out to me. Know what I'm saying? And like I said, your mom's is a GOAT, bro. Your mom's is a GOAT because I can't think of no other fighter who moms. I remember
I never heard anybody.
Nah, it was one guy, Chris, I think it's Chris Johnson. Something like that. Some Johnson. He was a heavyweight. And his mom,
I think somebody did some of that.
He had his
got in the ring and all that, right?
Pops in his corner. Yeah. He fought for a title. He might have won a world title. Know what I'm saying?
Look it up. Yeah.
But he had his moms in his corner, but I don't think she was his head trainer. Know what I'm saying? You the first fight I ever seen do that, bro. And at a high level. Know what I mean? So your mom's is a GOAT, bro. I already said it to your moms, like, yo, You're one of the greats.
Yo, bro, I appreciate that, bro. I just posted. If you look at my last post on Instagram, I said I was like, yo, bro, we already made history. Like we already made history, but like I'm gonna give her this belt though. You feel me? Like I don't care.
That's
like,
real.
Hold on, we're not gonna avoid the question, my nigga. This is all call outs, man. Who the fuck ducked you, man? Who ducked you, man? We're not finna do this. We're not finna duck it. You ducking the real champ who's 334. Yeah, he thought he was getting away.
I'll give you the biggest name. The biggest name I can think of all time is Chris Eubanks Jr. Chris Eubanks Jr.
So he turned you down. What did he say?
Yes. I don't know, but they called me. It's like, yo, do you want to fight? So I'm like, yes. Then they come back like, oh nah, he never do it. And then that happened with Anthony Durrell too. The only reason I got the Anthony Durrell fight is because of trolling on Instagram. Because again, they called me like, yo, you want to fight Anthony Durrell? I'm like, yes. Then they called me back like, nah, he gonna turn the fight. I'm like, for what? So then like after that, I'll start going on Instagram, posting videos like I'm in the past like Anthony. If you scared of a nigga that's trained by
I remember that.
Yeah, like I was trolling him heavy, all on his page, man. Everybody from Jersey was hitting him up. That's the only reason I got the fight. But Anthony turned me down. Eubanks turned me down. It's another person that was a decent name. So I'm trying to think. I can't remember. Why am I drawing a name?
I know a name that I heard turned you down, but that's my guy.
Throw it out there. Let's go.
I heard my bro Jay Leon turned you down. That's my guy.
Big facts.
That's my bro. But I didn't hear that.
That's my brother too, though. Like not me, Jay my guy. But yeah, I not only did he turn me down, bro, I was trying to make it happen. I called Al, like, yo, Al, I want to fight Jay Leon, make it happen. Al, I'm like, okay. I'm not talking to Al, I was talking to Brad, who works under Al, you feel me?
Right,
so I'm like, yo, make the fight happen. He like, okay, we'll call you back in like a day or two. So then disappeared. Go back like, nah, he don't want to fight. Then I started talking crazy in the gym. Mind you, in the same gym. I'm like, yo, let's put the money together. We gonna everybody donate $100 so you can pay him.
Wait, I'm a regular fan. So these niggas get calls and they could turn down fights. How does that work? That makes no sense to me.
You can say it, but you could be like, oh, it's not enough. Or you could price yourself out. Like, for example, I had a fighter, Sakasaki actually, who ended up losing to Lonnie. They called me, they made the fight. They was like, we getting $50K. So I'm like, okay. Fight signed all that. Like the 2 weeks before the fight, son's like, nah, I want more money. They're like, how much money you want? He's like, I want $100K. They're like, you can't ask for double the purse 2 weeks before the fight. So I even said, I told him like, listen, I'll give him half of my purse. I was like, so he can make 75. I only make 25. So I was like, nah, I want $100K. So that was him ducking me, but he made it seem like he priced it like he wanted more money. But you know they wasn't give you 100,000, bro. Like you don't. Who are you, bro? In the U.S.
Right.
Like,
that's crazy.
And the fight was in some town in California, which like is not a big boxing town. I mean, like me and you aren't like top names, so we're not filling out. We're the main event. We're not filling an arena in California. I mean, like if we're in New York and New Jersey, I probably can get numbers going. But in Cali, bro, I'm not filling an arena. You're not filling an arena. So 100,000 is not realistic. But so like that's the way of ducking. Niggas say they hurt. It's a bunch of different ways, niggas. So niggas don't be like, no, I don't want to fight him. But people try to make it seem like it don't make sense, which is another thing. Be like, yeah, I'll fight Mommas boy, but it just don't make sense. What does it do for me? And I'm looking at it because that was another one. Anthony Sims Jr. turned me down.
Like, I ain't hear about that one.
Yeah, Anthony Sims Jr. turned me down. He was like, oh, first he said they offered us a fight first time. He was like, nah, I'm getting ready to fight for a title, so I don't want to fight somebody left-handed. You feel me? I want to fight somebody tall, right-handed, so I get ready for my title shot. So I forgot who was the champion at the time. He's like, I want to fight somebody right-handed and tall for my next fight, so I can get the title shot. So he was like, okay. He ends up fighting Bond Alexander, who's shorter than me. So you feel me? Like, so I'm like, so you combo, but he wins that. So I go back again, like, okay, you win that fight me. Then niggas like, oh, it don't make no sense to fight you. I'm like, realistically, bro, let's keep it 100. Like, losses or not, I'm still the biggest name on your record. Because if your biggest name right now is Von Alexander and I beat Von Alexander, that means I'd be the biggest name on your resume. So if you're not fighting for a title shot next anyway, why not fight me? So I'm like, nah, it don't make sense. He ended up fighting somebody else and he lost anyway. So karma's a bitch. But you feel me? Like, that's just regular. Like, I get ducked all the time. Niggas price themselves out, or they be like, oh, he's too short. Oh, I don't fight my left-handed. He's too dark-skinned.
Niggas make excuses.
Too dark-skinned. That's hilarious.
That's a fact. Like, you feel me? Like, yo, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get my daughter's bugging downstairs.
Oh, my bad. But just no flat ducking that dude though. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I seen it. So you ducking Charlie, bro.
You ducking Charlie, bro. You ducking Chuck.
Hey, we gonna holler at you, Dennis.
All right, but y'all, I appreciate y'all having me on, yo. This is dope. Like I said, keep it going. Yo, wait, stop. Can you stop the call? I want to say something. Or just cut the tape and don't put this part on.